Hey there folks, rinimt here and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. In the last part we unlocked this Sirensong Sea. And after dealing with stuff over at Castrum Orions and being like, yeah, let's just go liberate Doma. No prob. Tackle on two fronts. And yeah, now we're working with pirates. And we've got our first dungeon. Finally. Finally. Unknown location. Or unknown region, rather. Computer? Hi. I swear, my computer's trying to update right now, and that's why OBS is trying to, like, throw a hissy fit at me. I'll be unhappy. For first time completion. Goody, goody, goody. Alright, I need to... not for it, but the fight... Oh god, my computer's totally updating right now, isn't it? Oh god. Why? It knows I'm active at the moment. And yet it's like, no. Windows, please. Anyways. I'm gonna have to just work through it. Deal with it. Anyways, rule of 3, definitely in effect right now. Let's go ahead and just AoE all this nonsense down. So, maybe not now. Alright. More than confounded. So yeah, we are going to get hit by more banshees. This is a suspicious start to this area. Oh my gosh! Windows! I swear. Why are you doing this to me? So yeah, at least Alize and Alphino are sort of helping us out here. At least for now. You know, up until we get off the ship. Once we get off the ship, they'll be like, nah, you got this, Arya. So now we've let the Alan dead ahead, all of our hands race for impact. Oh my god, this. We'd heard to have a regular destination. Care to go and greet our host, Arya? Ah, friends. Hello. So yeah, we got some ancient Ymirs. You may remember Ymir from Hellbreaker Heart. Yeah. OMG! This is... Windows, why? Why did you choose right now? Holy heck, this is gonna be really bad. I'm sorry. There's literally nothing I can do about it. Windows is just like... Screw you right now. Frustrating. Ugh. We're just gonna have these freezes every about 20 seconds, I guess, because Windows is being a jerkface. Anyways, we've got our first boss here. Look at! Hopefully I can get through this with about 5 frames going on. Wow, I am lagging with part 4 too. Anyway, so Amorphous Applause is going to do a half arena attack. Targeted at one person, you can of course dodge it. It's ideal to just kind of stay up close to the boss. Hydro Ball is going to be a stack. And there we go. I was waiting for it. So C swallows all. I never remember which one is which. Let is a draw in, followed by some effects right up and close to him, followed by an Amorphous Applause. And there's one other. See if he happens to decide to do it. Maybe question. Yeah, my computer knows I'm active at this time, so the fact is doing this. Okay, overtow. Overtow is going to be a knockback followed by a stab. And then, of course, followed by another amorphous applause. So that's the basis concluded. Nothing much more to say there. We are, of course, going to be seeing some gear. Level 61, the level of the dungeon. Nice roll, Rini. Oh, not only that, my chair's being a jerk, too. Oh, yeah. Yay! Here we go again. Windows. You have the worst timing. I bet that is why OBS was whining at me earlier. It's bad yet, now it's bad. I guess this is not going to be a full recording if Windows doesn't get its stuff together. Anyway, so we're going to have some Albatross and some Sea Monks. You're also going to be noticing some effects going off on the ground. Ideally, what you want to do here, except the Astrologian was like, yeah, I'm just going to place my Earthly Star right here. What you really want to do is you actually want to drag these up to the top of the ship here. We're essentially in a ship graveyard, right? Yeah, you want to drag it up to the top of the ship, and these little burn fields will not be going off up there. That's what you want to do. Often doesn't happen though. Okay. Might be getting a little better. Windows is like, oh, you're active. Sorry. Not. Sorry, actually. Oh, yeah, that tells me it's still being a whiner. As does that. I don't really need any of this. So again, this is going to be the same exact thing. So yeah, you'll see how it's going to be dragged up here. Because up here, those fire pools are not going to be happening. We want to keep an eye on the Skinless Skipper because of him casting Dark. It can be silenced or stunned. I went ahead and just stunned it there. That Dark can get annoying. I think there's another one he uses that you can stun that's really annoying, but regardless, go ahead and finish it off. See, it's like you don't have to be dodging all that nonsense and all that while you're up here, and so much less a pain in the butt. No! Yeah, see, burns. It just burns if you walk on it, though, thankfully. Not burn. It's not like a debuff. It's just while you're standing on it. So, the Governor! I use my shoulder tackle. I like a silly. So, Governor is going to be interesting. Has some mechanics, that's for sure. So, Shadow Flow. Shadow Flow is going to send out these lines of nonsense. If you're standing in them, you will get magic vulnerability up. You do not want to be standing in them. You really do not. So, Bloodburst is just going to be a basic AoE. I swear he uses way too much. Alright, so Enter Knight. He's going to target one party member with a thing like that. Draw them in, and then they want to run the heck away from him. If they stay close, they'll start getting magic vulnerability up stacks. Y'all seen a trend here? Yeah. Alright, so Shadow Split this time. This time it's going to be a little more interesting. So he's going to send these shadows, and then when he does Shadow Flow, they are going to block some of the sections, and we have to find the safe spots. Otherwise, if you're standing in the gunk, you get magic vulnerability. I feel like a broken record here. Another Bloodburst. I am holding my shoulder tackle for a reason right now, just because of Enter Knight. I'll probably use it once I see him use Enter Knight again. Like so, because it's not on me. Bloodburst, and we should be almost done here. And yeah, so that's the basics of the Governor. Okay, computer might be cooperating slowly but surely. Still giving me hissy fits a little bit, but someone is not rolling at all. Oh, this pull. This pull, I've had issues with this pull on both ends, both healing and tanking it. I just hate this pull. It's not a Gunbreaker, honestly. I mentioned when I unlocked Gunbreaker how it just feels like paper. And this pull, like, really shows that. So ideally, the range, any range you have here, would be using the limit break right about now. Because it just does insane damage here. But, I don't think that's happening. So instead, we're gonna have to do this the hard way, I guess. Alright, that was the hard way. And then much easier with a limit break, but very few range actual limit break. It took me forever to get better at doing it as a ranged character, but it really helps. And just, it can overall be more damage than a melee limit breaking, even on the last boss. Especially because you could say, do it here, and then you'll have it again for the end of the last boss, even if it's just one bar. So it's like, you may as well use it. I don't see any point not to. Alright, so we've got a couple Warden towns here. Now, one thing tanks do that I never understand is they take these Warden towns up to the next pole for some reason. It doesn't make any sense. The next pole actually may as well be considered a mini-boss. Has some mechanics to it that you actually have to pay attention to, and I just don't see any point of pulling these up ahead. You may as well just kill them here. Especially because we're not having any focus right now. Yeah, so the next enemy, which I am just gonna call him mini boss, it may as well be. Definitely has some mechanics going for it. Any ranged and tanks will definitely want to pay attention to it. I don't think as a melee I can do anything about specific mechanics. I don't think it's vulnerable to stun. I might be wrong there. But anyways, this is the Fleshless Captive. Yeah, it just looks like a simple regular enemy, right? But yeah, so that's dark. Dark is fine. Dark is just dark. You can avoid that. What we're really gonna want to look out for is this Seductive Scream. Oh, that does work. Okay, cool. So Seductive Scream is bad. Seductive Scream will, of course, charm you, and then you will start being drawn in, and then you'll get hit by that flood. Because, well, everyone's charmed, and no one can stun the flood. And that's just a bad combination of events. It's a bad day in general. And you really don't want that to happen. Alright, now the dark, and yeah, so that is the basics of the Fleshless Captive. I mean, generally, I don't usually see him use the Seductive Scream when you pull the hounds up. I just don't see any point in doing it, personally. It just doesn't make sense to me. Alright, the ship graveyard has been mapped. That is creepy. So this is Lorelei. I've been waiting for you in your stupid windows, being a jerk. So Virgin Tears is gonna put a bunch of pools around the arena. I think they do burn. I think. We are gonna want to pay attention to them. Ramble with me all through the night. So we're gonna want to pay attention to Morbid Advance or Morbid Retreat. And there goes my frame rate again. Oh, cool, because I lagged through the entire thing. I didn't really move, and we didn't get to see it. Thanks, Windows. Oh my gosh. All the times Windows be like, I'm gonna update right now. we all know how Windows is about that, right? Ramble, ramble with Neo through the Nile. See if I can actually see it this time. So more for the Vance. As I apparently lag through hitting my correct buttons. Somber Melody is just going to be a basic AoE. Like so. She does have a pretty nasty tank buster from what I remember. So because of our damage, normally you can push her down to the third part here, but I guess I'm gonna take the blame here. Morbid retreat down to the depths of your death. So we want to aim our back into an empty spot here between these pools. Otherwise, well, we'll walk right into them. Actually, no, I don't think it's burn. I think it's bleed that happens in these pools. Thinking about it here. Alright, so Spirited, if you will not serve, then you will suffer. So now she's gonna really go crazy with the Virgin's Tears, and you're gonna have a lot less escape routes for the Morbid Advance and Retreat. So, into the depths of your soul, she's doing Retreat again. I think I got off-angled. That was a little close there. Yeah. So it is bleeding, by the way. Alright, another Somber Melody. Water 3, that's just a targeted thing. Can't really do much about it. But let's go ahead and limit break. It's close to 2, but no point in waiting here. And there we go. That's our first dungeon of Stormblood. Also, new boss song. Windows of all the times. Ah, it hurts. Why? Why? Why would you choose now? So let's go ahead and loot the stuff and head on out. I got a commendation despite the fact I was lagging through that entire thing. Because Windows. I guess it's fine. Should be done for the night. It was like, oh yeah, my computer's feeling great, and now it's like, oh yeah, now I can't go like 20 seconds without lag. Speaking of which...
Thank the 12!
Everything here would appear to be in order. Good. Repairs should be completed by the time we return to the Misery, whereupon we shall resume our journey without further delay.
I swear, if I never hear another ghost story, it will be too soon.
I remember the sea, the smell of the salt, and the crash of the waves as we drew closer to Kugane. The only port open to outsiders in Higashi, across the Ruby Sea from Othard, from Doma, all the colors of the rainbow, all the peoples of the world, all in one place. I wish you could have seen it.
Welcome to the song my husband hates, though. I'm sorry. Sorry. We're here. So before I turn in Not Without Incident, I'm actually going to just go ahead and take a break and resume this a little later when my computer's not throwing a complete hissy fit. Which is going to take a miracle, probably. Dang it, Windows. Stuff. Also, I went ahead and got the Kugane Aetherite, and I also upgraded my gear a little bit to get some level 68 stuff because I felt like it was cheap. Congratulations, you now stand in Kugane, the western port of Hingashi, regardedly the only port in the nation open to foreign trade. Oh, and I do apologize for the unforeseen difficulties which befell us during our journey. Needless to say, your assistance in overcoming them was much appreciated. Yeah, I wanted to get some upgraded gear because I was getting tired. I still have some pieces of 60 stuff, but the man from Ulta. Glad though I am to have arrived, I would remind you all that we are very far from home with limited resources at our disposal. Duly noted, brother. I shall take care not to enjoy myself. In any event, Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be the secure passage there. Captain Carvalane, I realize you pledged to only take us as far as Kugane, and I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. I should, however, be interested to know how you would go about reaching Orthard were you in our position. The risk of stating the obvious, you are in a port. Surely there is a kind and generous soul here who will aid you for the right price. You cannot be the first traveler seeking passage to Doma. Captain makes a good point. 'Tis likely Yugi and Gosetsu were forced to come here for the self-same reasons we were. They must have found a way to Orthard, assuming they are not still in the city. Ere we seek passage, mayhap we should first seek out our friends. Leave it to me, Alphino. Making friendly inquiries is my specialty. Lest you forget, I got plenty of practice in Ishgard. Captain Carvalane, could you direct us to the nearest tavern? Desperate for a drink, are we? You'll find one in that large building just beyond the pier. Whether your journeys have come to an end or are about to begin, the Shiokaze Hostelry is an ideal place to rest, relax, and reflect, or so they say. And with that, my dear scions, I bid you farewell. As soon as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours was ever a fast-moving business. The spice trade, you mean? But of course! Surely you did not think I traveled halfway around the world and delivered you to your destination solely out of the kindness of my heart. Perish the thought. Thank you, Captain, and may the Navigator watch over and keep you. Peace. Right then, to the hostelry. Blech. Speaking difficult. After you. So I get for trying to read fast, right?
By the 12. I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me,
It's time to do what I do best.
Oh, 1,000 pardons, my lady. The signs of the 7th dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
And you are?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Kugane and invite you to take refreshments at our local offices.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kugane. Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
I beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Oh dear, have I offended you? Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Uldan markets. Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
If I may favor you with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire, with whom you have such a difficult relationship.
To paraphrase, Kugane is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
Okay. And you must be Ariana. Oh, there's something in my throat. What the heck? Now, and you must be Ariana, Slayer of Gods, rather of Dragons, Savior of Ishgard, Stealer of Pants, if some of the more puzzling rumors would be believed. I knew it. May I say what an honor and a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, my lady. I just know you and I are gonna get along famously. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. This being your first visit to our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out the various landmarks along the way, if you would be so good as to follow me. Well then. So we'll point out the various landmarks along the way. So over on our left, we will find our leaf quest. Stormblood introduces, or takes away, battle leave quests. They are only for crafters and gatherers. Everyone, if I could have your attention, you are now standing at Tinkoto. Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the Aetherai, which stands over yonder. And the design is remarkably different from those of Charlie, and yet I trust its function is identical? A diplomat and a scholar! Well, wonders never cease. Far Eastern Aetherai technologies have a long and storied tradition, I assure you. This particular example was constructed in the Onishishu, a collective of skilled craftsmen, who guard their ancestral techniques with the utmost secrecy. In short, you will find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts, attuned, if you like, already did. For the streets are paved with Koban. Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the Aetherite. Come, let's move on. The markets are next. So, if we head over this, we will be entering Pier number 2, briefly. And this is where our markets are. Summoning Bell, Market Board, etc. We do have a full-service city here with Kugane. Hence why I would have sat here a lot and made my husband hate this song. I'm sorry! He still grumbles anytime I come back here. We have arrived at the largest shopping district in Kugane, Kugane Dore. Kugane, as you are doubtless unaware, is an ancient Hingan word for gold. So, in this prosperous port where golden fortunes are made, lesser fortunes, or kogane, are earned by the local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. Now you begin to speak my language. Oh, kindred spirit! What a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of a hard-won coin. Oh no. Hancock of the East Aldenar Trading Company. You are with clients today? Why, if it isn't Master Kaiten, pray allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guest, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kogane Dore. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Kaiten of the Hakuchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Eorzean guild are welcome here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure. Arms, armor, foodstuffs, potables. Here you'll find them all of them, and more. So of course, while we're walking off in the cutscene, so I don't want to walk off yet. I want to grab this Aethernet shard for the markets, though really it's not that hard to just walk over the bridge. That's what I usually do to get here. So we've got all our merchants here and so forth. If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to the Ijinjai, the district in which Ijin, or foreigners, are permitted to reside. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Garlean cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations after all, such spats being strictly forbidden. The Sekisugumi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation, though to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot. What? Cut down then and there? Choking, right? What did I wear? Alas, these samurai are a humorless lot. Why, I recall one instance when a foreign merchant in this cup dare lay hands upon a Kugane aristocrat in front of a Seki Segumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. Ugh, I don't even want to think about that. So, as you see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you with yourselves, in the manner of the late Heleji Adeleji. Which he apparently finds hilarious. Oh, how I amuse myself. But we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean consulate. My guess for nothing, husband spends morning something something something. So yes, we are going to be spending quite a while just kind of touring Kugane. This, as you may surmise, is the consulate of you-know-who. There's a fuzz on my mouth. Mark the guards at the gate. Are the uniforms not different from those you have seen in the West? Were you to travel far and wide, you'll find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs. All of which goes to show that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. Oh, yeah, that's the plus side you'd see here. By the grace of Lord Lulurito. Oh, there is so much more I could speak of. The soothing waters of the onsen, the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district. But you are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. Let's retire to the company offices. Which are that way. However, I'm going to go this way first. And pick up this Ethernet shard. I don't think this one's used too much, but I guess we'll have it. Get the Thabnirian consulate. This away, we'll find right up here. Oh look, another Ethernet shard. Yeah, they're a bit... Honestly, I feel like they're a bit weirdly placed in Kugane, but hey. Yep, now back to the Ruby Bazaar, and right inside. At long last, we arrive at our destination. May I present to you our humble offices. We have much to discuss, so we'll refrain from further prattle. Come, right this way. As I apparently leave the sanctuary. Cool.
Our thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Aori shinobi and the Rugadan samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugane.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map. We are here in Kugane, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy. Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
I'm told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
Now we have to deal with a third party, Though I'm reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing yourself in Lord Lolorido's debt, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamegan allies place our faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. A good samurai is hard to find. It would seem inefficient for us all to venture out together in search of information on Yugiri and Gosetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed. We need to cast our net wider, split up and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we're to coordinate our efforts effectively, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed, Taro would seem best suited to the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. Alizé and I will take those in the southern districts of the city, and the two of you can take those in the north. In anticipation of just such an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing some sketches of Yugiri and Gosetsu during our voyage. Wow, Ishtola warned me you were a bit of an artist, but these are great. They'll definitely come in handy. Looks like it's you and me, Arya. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. Now, as we have to continue our tour of Kugane. Wow, often those sketches are so, I don't know how to put it, but they're very, well, see for yourself. You may view Offerno's sketch at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Of course, we did already see it. Oh, I do actually have to view it. It looks more like them than they do. Honestly, he can make a living doing this. Oh, sorry, no time for distractions. Why don't I start by visiting Karaku at the Onsen? That was it. Good job. Ah, no! I see you. I'll show you, Angry. Yeah, me, seeing that there's side quests available. Excuse me, are you an adventurer? You are, aren't you? I wonder, would you not hear me out for a moment? I am in dire need of help. I am on an errand for the master of the estate where I serve. I've sent to the exchange and to purchase an item, and so did. Only, I have just discovered the price I was charged and paid to be well above market value. I returned to demand a refund of the difference, but the shopkeeper would not so much as speak to me. My master is a strict man, and I fear he will take the amount I have cost him out of my pay. Please, I beg you, can you go and speak with the shopkeep? She must right this wrong. I am far too modest a mouse to show in my anger. Would you go and show the shopkeep, Ibarra, how angry I am in my stead? No doubt your wrath will serve to retrieve the gel I have been cheated of. Alright. Oh boy. Where's Ibarra? Let's slash angry. You come to my place of business and sling false accusations at me? That fool woman knew full well what I was asking and what she paid. Ain't none of your business besides, Wanderer. Now get out of my sight. Oh, no, not my bridesmaid. Nervous doesn't bug her, ain't ya? Keep it down. There's others about who mean to part with their gale. I'll not suffer you to scare them off. Alright, calm yourself. That's not but a paltry sum anyhow. But I'll not see it to your hand. You could be a thief for all I know or care. Tell her once to come and claim her coin for herself. Okay. You're not very nice, but okay. Oh, thank you. I'll go and claim my coin indeed. That much I can do on my own. The gods are good for sending you to me. Such a kind soul you are. I confess, you remind me of my own father, who always toils tirelessly for our family, thinking nothing of himself. Came to suffer an injury in his work some days past. Now he's bedridden while he recovers. That is why I am here. I must do what I can to support my family until he is healthy. What I see now is no easy thing to earn gil in this world. I must grow stronger. No more must I suffer these vile merchants to prey upon me. You have taught me that today, and for that I am grateful. Alright, Keys are hard. Looks like I want to go down to the consulate. Jump down there real quick. Should you choose to understand? You're saying no guidance. You must read the text carefully and decipher the clues that determine your next course of action. Fine, we'll try and do it. Picture is worth 1,000 bombs. Hey, stranger. Yes, you. The beady-eyed bumpkin with the oafish look on her face. Come and have a look at these paintings. I'm trying to find the places portrayed on them. Okay. Okay. The young woman shows you 2 paintings of scenes in Kugane. Any fool with eyes can see they're both somewhere in Kugane, but for all my searching, I've yet to find either place. These paintings are dear to me, but if I'm to ask for your help, I'll have to lend them to you for now. If and when you discover these places, see the paintings back safely to me, or there will be hell to pay. Use the hints in the beautiful bell painting and glorious gate painting to find the portrayed locations. Alright, let's not go that way, because I don't think I can, actually. Unless it's... Oh, that's a gate that opens. You never know what gate's gonna open, what gate's not gonna open. But while I am down here, go ahead and grab this real quick. This is going to be pier number 1, I think? Yeah. I want to go to Aethery Plaza. Hello. I dream of Shirogane. Ah, Miss Ishin, a moment if you would. There is a favor I'd ask of you. You see, word has it in the Lord Bugyo of Kugane has established a new residential district especially for foreigners. Having long dreamed of a home to call my own, I can't help but find myself wanting to know more. I would like very much to see the district for myself, but as I am not a foreigner, I fear I would be turned back before all and sundry. The embarrassment would be too much to bear. And so I turn to you, Miss Ishin. I would be most obliged were you to go to the residential district Shirogane and make inquiries in my stead. I'm given to understand the representative of the Bunyo is presently at the docks. If you speak with him, he should be able to tell you more. Oh, I cannot wait to hear what he has to say. Or what manner of place it is. I hit it too soon and I can't remember. Yes, that is a sightseeing log up on that lamppost. Yes, it sucks to get. 0 tolerance tea house. Enough, I can't stand it anymore. How many times are you gonna recount the same old tired tale? Shut your mouth and open your ears a little bit. This statue is Wiko of Clan Buhin, the greatest warlord Hingashi has ever seen, the founder of Sunkuni. Let's see, how many years ago was it that that was a cough, not a burp. We're Lord of Sunokuni. Excuse me there, my lady. Would you please do something to cool off this hot-headed drunkard? I'm just now sent a tea house hireling to fetch some water from the well. Here we'll find her. Ask her for a pail of cold boiled water. I'll do what I can to keep this ale soaked soft from bothering the other patrons until you return. That's gonna be over here. In the meantime, we want to go inside. Clan Centurion member. 1-star veteran clan hunt. There you are, you. You look to be a strong one. I'm Esterid of Clan Centurion. Tell me, have you any interest in joining the hunt? Just a moment. You are a newly made member of Clan Centurion, are you not? Arya, was it? I knew it! I've heard your name from good Ardelaine. To hear him tell it, you're quite the hunter. But if there is one truth to that, then tell me, why are you yet but a fledgling huntswoman? Mayhap you've made an ill name for yourself. No reverence for authority. Trouble getting on with others. No matter, the hunt will solve all your worries and woes. Kill your quarry and redeem your reputation. There's no need for fanciful or flowery explanations. Simply hunt, 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 and hunt some more. The more monsters that die by your hand, the more the clan will hold you in high esteem. Heed the call and prove yourself. was just talking of the hunt since my blood's surging. No doubt you care to know more, for how could you not? Go and see Veva outside the Shiokaze Hostelry. She will tell you all you need to know. Off with you then. So that's gonna be just right out here. It's right here. Estrella sent you, did she? So you are the one of our clan named Arya. Well met, sister. I am Loveva, and like Estrella, I am a veteran member of Clan Centuria. A clan hunt board here in Kugane is under my keeping. I confess, I am shocked to hear an adventurer who has made such a name for herself as you has yet to rise in our ranks. What evils have you done to stay your climb? Oh, I'm in the wrong, am I? Well, this much I know to be right. For savage such as yourself, the language in our lowest ranks is a waste not often seen in Clan Centuria. And so, by the power vested in me by Clan Centuria, I grant you the right to undertake one-star veteran clan markbills. See them done in number, and one day you too will find yourself among the Centuria elite. Heed this advice. Do not mock the single star. The strength and ferocity of your prey will be far greater than others you've known before. Hunt bold, but hunt wary. Yep, this unlocks our one-star hunts in Stormblood. Of course, we can pick them up here, feed them, and yada yada yada. We know the drill by now. So the next quest is at 63. However, of course, you know my thing. I try not to go ahead. I'm actually gonna go ahead and just grab that now, just to have it. Why not? That's what I figure. That drunkard is at it again, is he? Well, I've got just the thing for him. Here, take this pail of cold well water and give his head a good dousing. That always seems to do the trick. I still don't actually have to carry it, but I do want to make a quick turn here, because I always forget about this Aethernet shard. Because it's so close to the Aetherite. But, yeah. I do want to pick it up. But before we go, I'm going to want to head over here. You're welcome, my foreign friend. How may this humble servant of the Lord Punyo assist you? Ah, so you're interested in Shirogane. It would be my pleasure to tell you about the district. Ever since Kugane opened its arms to the world, the number of visitors continues to grow. Among those who come, no few remain here for extended periods. Such lodgings as are available in the city no longer suffice to meet demand. In order to address the accommodation shortage, Lord Punyo has established a residential district upon the nearby island of Shirogane. Plots of land on the isle are being released exclusively to foreigners who may build homes upon them as they see fit. A tidy solution, I'm sure you will agree. If you wish to learn more, I invite you to take this boat to Shirogane. There you may speak with the district official and inspect the isle at your leisure. Travel any one of the wards to advance. I'm actually going to double check something here. Okay. Are you bound for Shirogane? Yep. Travel to Ward 1. So you may have noticed we did not have a similar thing like this in Heaven's Word. I've kind of sort of in a way skipped it for now because it also has a lot of story behind it. But the true story is they actually didn't add the Heaven's Word stuff until the late Shadowbringers / the next expansion. So, yeah, meanwhile, they added this partway through Stormblood. And it's pretty much one of the highest demand housing areas in the game. I mean, all housing is high demand, but this is like super high demand. I personally prefer Mist. I don't know. I'm a little partial to it. That's where mine is. Greetings and welcome to Shirogane, Kugane's residential district for foreigners. You're a visitor to our shores, if I'm not mistaken, in which case, congratulations, you are eligible to purchase land here and build upon it. As long as you have the funds, it matters not whether you do so as an individual or a group. If you wish to know more about the process, the resident caretaker yonder will be pleased to assist you. And if there are any among your acquaintances who might have an interest, we would be grateful if you could spread the word. Yeah, don't worry. There's plenty among them. But yeah, so this is basically one of the highest demand areas for housing. So, yeah. Also, I forgot something. Forgot the Falcon Porter, which is essentially our Chocobo Keep. However, it's not quite Chocobos because it needs to fly off the bat, and we're in the Far East, so it's Falcons. So let's just work our way back here. So we need to dump some water on him. Also, I just remember that painting in there. Oh no, I've got good and drunk again, aren't I? I'm so sorry. It's just I were a grave guard for the branch family, and branch family of Clan Buhin I were. My love of the drink got me to where you see me now. I didn't never mean to bother nobody. I'm sorry. So very, very sorry. Thank you for your trouble, stranger. I hate to admit it, but as prominent and well-to-do as an establishment as our Umeneko tea house is, we do find ourselves a close neighbor to the hostelry. Drunkards are not as few and far between as we would like. But that's not to say their lot is all bad. There are many whom the drink drives to be quite generous. Those souls are always willing to part with a pretty gill to buy whatever tea and sweets we recommend. This is just one of the many reasons why I have come to love the city. I hope you come to grow as fond of it as I have. Good day to you then. Huh. Alright, let's... Oh, I do want to just go ahead and do this real quick. Oh, there you are, Miss Ijin. So, what were you able to learn about Kugane? Oh my, it sounds like a truly lovely place. Yes, I do believe I would enjoy it there. Your vivid description has quite convinced me of it. The locals are barred from purchasing land as no object. I need but find myself a foreign husband. You know someone who will introduce me, yes? Look, that is not the way to immigrate. Just putting it out there. There has to be something. So yeah, now we can actually do the Ethernet in Kugane. There's one down there. Shoot. Which one's this? Alright. Beautiful bell. So, right here, actually. Kind of just walk right into it. You found the location portrayed in the beautiful bell painting. Which leaves us with the other one. I'll be back down there, I suppose. First things first, let's go up here. Get your sandals! Oh, those look cool. They're nice and comfy. Go ahead and find... Is this... No, where? I don't remember. Okay, it's gonna be up here though. Somewhere. So this is the inn. I am quite fond of this inn, actually. just because nice and easy to access. Don't quite remember. I don't think I can walk across this. Oh my gosh, I can. Welcome to How You Do Sightseeing Logs in Kugane, by the way. This nonsense. Lots of roof climbing. So this is easy mode here. Well, I've got the view. Sorta. Apparently not quite though. Like... I guess I need to be over a bit more. Or something. And yes, that's another sightseeing log up there. They got a little cruel in Kugane. There we go. I knew it had to be up here somewhere. This is literally just a taste of some of the nonsense sightseeing log has to do in Kugane. Ugh, it's brutal. So that's the glorious gate painting. I think with having found that, I'll go ahead and call it here, and we will finish our tour of Kugane next time, hopefully. Hopefully finish our tour of Kugane. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoy it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps to keep making content like this and more. You can find links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt, signing out.